look here at the 12-team college football playoff, a new world here in college
Hell
football.
yeah.
But I have a
Mike, what the hell are you dancing to, bud?
The ringtone that my wife has picked out for my mom because my mom's calling.
Your
So I'm
mom
just kind of
called you.
Solana Richie.
all right. So we have the 12-team college football playoff of the 4 higher ranked conference champions will end up with byes. And then there will be 7 at-large teams, including one of those, the lowest ranked of conference champion out of the group of 5 schools would be included into those at-large. Which, I mean, I guess if they end up higher ranked than one of the Power 4 schools, they would get the bye. But no reseeding in the college football playoffs. So the 5-12 matchup would play the 4 in the quarterfinals. The 9-8 winner would play the number 1 team. The 8-11 winner would play the number 3 seed, and the 10-7 winner would play the 2 seed. For interest of our predictions, we will have the semifinals. The 1-4 matchup will be the Orange Bowl. Cotton Bowl will be the 2-3 matchup. The winners of the 2-3 games. That will be determined in reality at the end of the season, as it is in normal years. I think like the team who ends up the highest seed in the semifinal game will get to pick where they want to play. But and then the national championship Monday, January 20th, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. But let's start, guys, with the byes.
All right.
Which teams are going to get the byes? 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll go in reverse order from what we just did. So we'll go Mike, EJ, Matt, and Kyle, and then myself. Mikey B, who are your 4 bye teams in order? 1, 2, 3, 4.
in order from 1 through 4, I have Oregon, Texas, Utah, NC State.
Asinine.
Mike.
I can't believe that's
Mike. What are you doing, man?
Like, I mean, hey, we already.
Mike, you were online today. You had takes for days today.
Okay, but hold on. All we've talked about since I've been a part of this show is how shit the ACC is. So we're supposed to sit here and think that shit can't be thrown at a wall and see if it sticks.
I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, it's fun.
I love your response, but the Wolfpack, fucking really?
Give him the one.
Buddy, all day.
I mean,
hey, is this a joke?
I didn't pick Duke.
I almost did.
What can I say? Except you're welcome.
You know what? I should have just taken SMU. I should have just doubled down on the over.
Hey, go for broke, man.
Yep. All you've done is admit to your wife that you love watching Dykes. That's all you did.
Ernest, DJ, Christian, you're 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh snap! Can I call you a favor again?
Shocker.
Shit, sorry. No, I'm joking. No, 1 through 4, I got Ohio State 1, Georgia 2, Utah 3, and Florida State 4.
All right. Matt.
I have, were we doing 4 to 1 or 1 to 4?
1 to 4.
Okay, so 1, I have Georgia. 2, I have the Oregon Ducks. 3, I have Oklahoma State. 4, I have the University of Miami.
You a horrible human being, Matt. You know that? Horrible.
That's what the fuck?
Hold up. Like, so do you want me to put 12 seed insert non-power 4 school and as the 4? Because
I guess it could happen.
At that point,
just put it.
Is there a chance that one of those like someone outside the?
I mean, if we're really laughing at my pick of NC State winning the ACC, yeah, it's in play.
I was going to say, I mean, theoretically speaking, if a conference beats itself up enough at the top,
right?
You know, so like if the ACC, if Florida State and Clemson and Miami, NC State allegedly beats himself up enough at the top, and everybody loses 3-4 games. Then theoretically there could be a group of 5 conference champion that ends up higher. I mean, again, I go back to it's a kind of a one time situation, but I think it was like the 2005 Orange Bowl when Florida State at 23 got into a BCS game because they won the I guess it was the ACC.
Mhm.
And they played Penn State. And it's like, why the hell is a team that's barely ranked in the top 25 in a bowl game? It's because of an automatic bid. So it's not impossible. I don't think we're going to see it happen every year, but it's certainly possible.
There's also a chance too, also based on the science of this whole thing, that you could see as much as 8 teams in one conference get into this thing.
Theoretically, yeah.
What about the SEC?
Which is
Right, like
yeah, I was going to say that's what SEC.
Theoretically, yes. We'll see if anybody's bold enough to predict that.
You know they'll try one day.
If anybody is bold enough, it would be me, but I don't think I've done that.
All right, Matt. No, Matt already gave yours, Kyle.
Well, you already heard it because EJ did steal my paper. That's why he made the joke. Georgia, Ohio State, Utah, FSU.
He had Ohio State at one.
He had Ohio State at one.
Oh, that's right, because they're
he changed it up enough.
I
to,
hate
like,
you,
make it
Kyle.
look like he doesn't.
What, because I put your team for?
No,
That joke is gonna
watch copyrights, Jim. Watch copyrights.
Well, if he's singing it, I think it's okay.
I'm joking.
We actually got a copyright strike on Hilarity by default because I was sing-songing the Magnum PI theme. No joke.
No shit.
Get the fuck. Are you serious?
That's hilarious.
No. Yeah,
That's hilarious. Devin, I see your comment there. But you have two. You have actually 3 Big Ten teams as in your bye. So it can only be one conference champion per bye.
Sit there and you're wrong. Used to be wrong.
Because Dave,
you idiot.
By the way, I'm watching that show right now for the record.
When Dave picked his stupid idiot, he
Wow. To Dave's credit, he was looking at the 2022 schedule, and these teams were still in the Pac-10.
He got it wrong as well. So, but he did get in. He has Bama 1, Oregon 2, Clemson 3, Utah 4 in his. And for me, I have Georgia 1, Ohio State 2, Utah 3, and my ACC champion, EJ's favorite, the U. That's at 4.
They're back.
All right, they're back, baby.
I hate you, Jim.
Good, I hate you too. Just so we're like aware of where we're at to start.
Yeah.
Well, you EJ.
So it's safe to say that all of us have ACC as the 4 seed in the.
Correct.
Yes, I don't have
Even
my.
I agree with that.
I don't have my group of 4 school.
It's not that we think they belong there, fellas. Remember, this is the committee.
Right. They told us this is how it has to be.
Correct.
Not how we want it to be.
Right.
Them be the rules, brother.
Well, actually, if you were bold enough to put Notre Dame there, that's a thing, right?
Well, Notre Dame can't get a bye.
Oh,
so it has to be a conference champion. And Kyle, as much as you want it to not be a thing, Notre Dame's still an independent.
Do it.
Yeah, pretty rough. That'll never get to them along with money to make them eventually join a conference. Yeah, that'll never turn them over.
I mean, either way, they'd have to play an extra game, so it's not like
right. They're going to play the same number of games, and if you want to talk about money, let's see, get a home game, most likely in a playoff, or play on a neutral site after when getting a bye week. Yeah, I'll say money takes the home game.
Really?
Most likely.
Apparently, you haven't seen some of these TV contracts there, home slice, but move on.
I mean, they have a pretty good one, and they don't have to share it with anybody.
Oh,
well, again, you can wish in one hand and shit in the other. Tell me which one fills up first. All right, we will.
I told you it'll be which one it'll be. You just can't handle the truth.
We will start. We will start with the.
All that sugar-free ice cream is.
We will start with the number 12 at the number 5. And Kyle, I'll start with you this time. Number 12 at number 5. Who you got?
Because the committee is the committee. Number 12, Iowa.
Whoa.
Are we going up?
Number 12 at number 5.
Matchups. Okay, cool.
So who's the 5?
Who's the
Yeah,
5?
I'm still working that out. Because I got some things like I wrote it down and I still don't like it. You know what I mean? But I'll say
I've edited my bracket at least twice since we've been live.
I have as well.
Talking about we'll say Oregon at that 5 spot.
Okay.
Oregon.
All right. Matt, who you got 12 at 5?
Number 12, Boise State versus the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
All right.
At 5.
Very good. EJ.
I got 12 Liberty versus Notre Dame.
All right. Speaking of
Interesting.
work. Mikey B.
Number 5, Old Miss hosting the 12 seed, the Tulane Green Wave.
I like it.
Oh, I like that.
Tulane.
Shaking shit up.
It was Tulane or Boise State for me, and I flipped the coin.
Good old coin flip. Many a decision in my life have been decided by a coin flip.
Will I marry her?
That was not one of them.
Will she say yes, Magic 8 Ball?
that was the coin flip for her. Just like praying that please.
Hey, who's to say when I posed that question I wasn't speaking as her? Anyways,
that's a good point. Dave, because again, what year is he looking at? Liberty at Penn State.
Oh God.
Yeah. For me, because EJ copies my work as well, Liberty at Notre Dame. Yeah, I said it.
You got my fucking photos, man.
Brother, mine's been written down for days. Somehow you hacked my computer.
Again.
Man. All right, Kyle, the number 9 at number 8 matchup. Who do you got?
Oh shit. Okay, hold on.
oh wait, you went 12-5 from. You're not doing it. Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
I'm going
Okay.
down the bracket.
Yeah, sorry. So hold on, I got to count. Notre Dame and Bama.
I assume Notre Dame is the number 9 there.
No, they're the number 8 because they have that weak ass schedule and have a better record.
Cool. I love that. Matt.
Over.
Number 9, Texas, and number 8, the Utah Utes.
What was
After
it?
their devastating loss
He's
to
got
Oklahoma State.
Texas at Utah.
Texas at Utah.
Utes.
The Utes.
EJ.
We have our first quote unquote upset here. Texas number 9 beating number 8 Ole Miss.
That's not an upset, but I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? That's the numbers. That's all I'm saying.
By the way, that's that game in real life isn't a gimme for Texas. Let's be clear.
No,
Yeah, that would actually be a
Toss
really good one. That'd be
yeah,
I
really
would throw some
toss-up game.
parts at Texas's chances there.
Hence quotation in
good. Mikey B.
I have the number 9 seed LSU Tigers traveling to the Horseshoe to take on Ohio State.
All right. Dave has number 9 Texas at number 8 Miami, and I have number 9 Alabama at number 8 Ole Miss. All right. Then we go to 11 at 6, Kyle.
11 is where I'm putting the G5 because Iowa's joke, and they're still going to make the playoff because that just seems to be what effing happens. If I'm wrong, God bless it.
You will be this time, but
no disrespect to Kurt Ferentz, though. It's been great covering him the past few years when I have here at the Pop-Tarts Bowl or the Citrus Bowl, wherever it may be. Yeah, with the 3-point conversion. Thank you, Jim. I'll say Boise State. I'm flopping between a bunch of teams, and I can't let EJ think he had a good idea, so I'm going to go away from Liberty.
love that.
And this is 11, and I'm sorry, remind me which number?
6.
6.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Kyle.
Believe it or not, Michigan.
Okay. Good. Matt.
I also have Michigan in this matchup, but as my 11 seed. So the 11 seed Michigan Wolverines versus the 6 seed Ole Miss Rebels.
All right, EJ, 11 at 6.
We can say the winners too of this game, can we? I've been saying that for the first.
Yeah,
two.
I mean, when we get to the when we eventually get to the semifinal matchups, we probably will see some of those. But yeah, you can say
Anyway.
Okay, but I'm picking right now. I'm at 11-6. Is that right? 11-6. I have
11
Oregon. I have 6 seed Oregon beating 11 seed Miami.
All right, Miami at Oregon. All right, and Mikey B.
I also have the U as the 11 seed. They travel to South Bend to take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Ooh, I'll take that in December. 11 at 6. Dave has SMU at Georgia. And I have number 11 Florida State and number 6 Texas. And then last of the opening round games, we have number 10 at number 7 Kyle.
And in an SEC battle nonetheless, LSU battles 10th seed Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is the 10 you said?
I did.
Okay. At LSU. Matt.
I have the 10th seed Florida State Seminoles versus the 7th seed Ohio State Buckeyes.
All right. EJ.
I have the 10 seed Clemson versus the 7 seed Alabama.
You have Clemson making the playoff. That's cute.
Who? Say again?
Adorable.
Making the playoff. That's cute.
Mm-hmm.
That's a choice. Mikey B.
The 10 seed Alabama Crimson Tide travel to Athens to take on the Georgia Bulldogs.
Ooh, like it. Dave has number 10 Iowa State and number 7 Ole Miss. This is where I get Michigan in there. Number 10 Michigan at number 7 Oregon. All right, so let's take it out to the college football playoff semifinals. We will start. Let's do the 4-1 matchup, which we have as.
Is it quarterfinals, semifinals? It is the first round quarterfinals.
We're skipping the quarterfinals for.
We are. Okay.
Yeah. We're skipping over those for our predictions. I will show my full bracket so you can actually see how, like, when we get there. I filled one out the whole way just so you can kind of see how it all fills itself out.
Are we going to talk those a different time, or should we just go over them?
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to give your we can go over your quarterfinal.
Yeah, that's a chunk of the matchups are here with the bye team is playing the first games.
Yeah. All right. Kyle, do you have your?
I do. I have 2 upsets in the form of I'll put upsets in air quotes because 9 beats 8. I got Bama over Notre Dame. I got Ole Miss moving on as 10 over LSU. I have Oregon. That's not an upset, obviously. I have Michigan as well. So 2 Big Ten, 2 SEC.
All right, Matt.
So we're going through our picks. So yeah. I have 5 seed Notre Dame over Boise State.
Homer.
I have the 6 seed Ole Miss over 10 seed Michigan. I have 7 seed Ohio State over Florida State. And then I have the 8 seed Utah Utes beating Texas at the 9 seed.
Right. Very good. EJ, your quarterfinal.
All right. So I have 1 seed Ohio State beating Texas, which is a 9 seed. I have 2 seed. Say it again. Yeah.
So they don't reseed.
Yeah, but aren't we predicting who wins the 8-9 matchups? Is he's already going to the 1 versus 8?
We already did that.
No, we didn't.
You did that.
You did.
No, 8-9. My 8-9 was Texas against
Yes, you predicted the winners there.
Yeah,
none of the rest of us did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So we're still in the first round then.
Yeah.
No.
We never gave the results of our first round games. We only picked who was playing.
Right.
You gave results. Therefore, you're moving on to the next.
Okay.
Right? Or am I losing my mind?
I think you're losing your mind because
right, cool.
on the actual predictions, like for the sake of our record keeping, we're skipping over the quarterfinals.
That I know.
Yeah, we're just going through the quarterfinal round right now.
Right, but EJ was giving his quarterfinal games.
He was actually going over the games. We haven't even announced who was winning the first round games to get into the quarterfinals.
My first 2, I announced my winners in the first round.
Gotcha.
That's where I was getting confused.
So I was wondering,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Jim, where are we at now? So just keep on.
So finish giving the teams that are advancing out of the first round.
Okay, so I'll say it again. Okay, I have Notre Dame being Liberty.
Okay.
That's 12-5. I have Oregon beating Miami.
Okay.
I have Alabama being Clemson.
Okay.
And I have Texas being Ole Miss.
All right. Very good.
That's the upset. The upset / quote unquote.
All right, Mikey B.
I have Ole Miss over Tulane. I have LSU over Ohio State, Georgia over Alabama, and Notre Dame over Miami.
Okay. And then in my first round, I have Oregon beating Michigan. I have Texas beating Florida State. I have Ole Miss beating Alabama. I have Notre Dame beating Liberty.
I would love to watch Jim eat sugar-free ice cream as his team actually wins to pay for the lack of faith in his trenches.
It's the Cowboys fan him.
All right, so let's go around. Let's give our actual quarterfinal matchup. So it's the first round. The teams that advance out of that first round, they're meeting the teams with the bye again. The winner of the 5-12 will play the 4 seed. Winner of 8-9 plays the 1. Winner of 6-11 plays the 3, and winner of 7-10 plays the 2.
So we're setting it up first. Reveal the matchups, then after we'll do the winners.
Correct. Yeah, then we'll run through our semifinals.
Okay.
So yeah, let's give our quarterfinal matchups. Mikey B, we'll start with you.
My quarterfinals is Oregon versus LSU in the 1-9 matchup. The 2-7 is Texas Georgia. The 3-6 Utah Notre Dame, and the 4-5 is Ole Miss and NC State.
All right, very good, EJ.
All right. My first quarterfinals, I have Ohio State, 1 seed against the 9-seeded Texas Longhorns. I have 2 seed Georgia against 7 seed Alabama. I have 6 seed Oregon against 3 seed Oregon. Sorry, I apologize. I got to go up and down my notepad here. Utah 3. Thank you. 3 seed Utah.
I'm going to need help too.
Oregon.
I have it all. I have it all written down.
No, my separated. It's on here, but it's separated here.
Hit it again.
Yeah, 3 seed Utah against.
He not only rambled, but he rumbled and stumbled.
Thank you, man. 3 seed Utah against 6 seed Oregon. I have a set with the prediction. That's why. And then 4 seed Florida State against 5 seed Notre Dame.
All right.
Oh yeah, look at that.
All right, Matt.
I have 1 seed Georgia versus the 8 seed Utah. I have 2 seed Oregon versus the 7 seed Ohio State. 3 seed Oklahoma State versus the 6 seed Ole Miss. And then the 4 seed Miami versus the 5 seed Notre Dame.
All right, very good, Kyle.
Okay, so again, I'm going to need help with this. I'm warning everybody up front. Just because not reseeding is absolutely fundamentally effing stupid. Okay, we got that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but
okay. So with my I might do it in different order, but just bear with me. So with Georgia as my number 1, they're going to take the winner number 9. Georgia Bama will be this game in what's been a championship game and a lot of other past years. My number 2 being Ohio State. They'll be doing battle in the game. I think it'll be fun. Ole Miss as the 10 seed upsetting air quotes LSU. Number 3, Utah will be doing battle with Michigan in what I think will be an absolutely fun game in and of itself. A lot of defense, a lot of trench warfare there. And FSU will be doing battle against Oregon. Defense, what defense, I ask you?
What defense? No defense. No defense. Better defense at the Alamo. All right, and then for my quarterfinals, I have number 1 Georgia meeting the number 8 Ole Miss, who beats Alabama. I have number 2 Ohio State, who will take on Oregon, the advancing number 7 seed. Number 3 Utah, taking on number 6 Texas, who advanced out of the first, and number 4 Miami taking on number 5 Notre Dame, who advanced out of the first. All right, so now we go to the college football semifinals, and how this works is the winner of, let's call them the 1-4 matchup, will play each other, and for sake of our predictions, this is the Orange Bowl, and then the winners of the 2-3 matchups will play in the Cotton Bowl. So let's start with the Orange Bowl, the winner of what is the 1-4, the top half of the bracket. Mikey, who is playing in the Orange Bowl?
The Orange Bowl will be represented by the 1 seed Oregon Ducks, who upended LSU. They will be taking on the 5 seed Ole Miss Running Rebels, who defeated the NC State Wolfpack.
All right.
Oh shit. Okay, it's gonna be a little tougher here. So I'm not revealing my quarterfinal winners.
You are.
I mean, I just kind of
Yeah.
Yes. Now this
In
is
the-
because
in the
these are the
process
teams
we
that
are.
will meet in the semifinals. So you have to who
Okay,
wins in
so
the quarter.
okay, so I assuming because this is gonna be really convoluted when they get to this point in real time, as the rules say, based on the bowls and what relationships are with the teams and all
Right,
that.
but again, so for I'm trying to make it simpler, which apparently
Right.
is not easy to do.
Right.
For our sake, the winners of the number 1 and whoever they played in the quarters, and
Okay.
number 4 and whoever they played will advance to play each other in the Orange Bowl. That's the game we're giving right now.
So I'll give the first 2 games then, I guess then. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Ohio State will beat Texas, and
Okay.
then they will meet the winner, which I believe will be Ohio. I'm sorry.
It's either
Oregon.
Florida State or Notre Dame.
Oh shit. Okay. So then okay. Thank
And
you. Then okay. Cool. Perfect. Thank you, Mike. Florida State
Yeah.
over Notre Dame because I can't have Matt and Jim be sports happy.
All right, so your Orange Bowl is Ohio State versus Florida State.
Yes. No. I have to change. Okay. I have to change up then. Change up my
Yes.
a little bit. That's fine. Yes. Thank you.
I have everything. I have everything written down, so I can try to
No, I appreciate that. No, I
really
haven't.
quote this to help people.
Okay.
Remember how I sent this in the group text a couple days ago, EJ?
No, that's fine. But there's it's weird with the bowl matchups. It's a little weirder.
It's the problem is the reseeding, Jim.
Right.
It's
I
real
had
hard to wrap.
yeah, I had it set where Ohio State is playing Oregon actually in the semifinals.
All right.
That's all.
Matt.
Number 1, Georgia versus the 5 seed Notre Dame.
All right, very good.
Homer.
Well, EJ gets one for
Homer.
Florida State. Matt gets one.
Homer.
There we go. Student of the game, Kyle Nash.
The Orange Bowl is going to be number 3 Utah versus number 10 Ole Miss.
Wow.
It can't be number 3.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
it would have to be. It would have
your
to
options, Kyle. Your options here is
Not
Georgia, Georgia or Alabama playing the winner of Florida State, Oregon.
I'm okay. Well, what I'm looking at is different. Then I'm seeing that it says that it's 11-7 versus 2 in the as one 11 winner of 11 winner of Georgia versus whoever comes out of 10-7 is one half of the Orange Bowl, and then 3 versus whoever is the other half. What am I getting wrong
Well,
here?
the orange and cotton in real life are not determined yet.
Right.
For the sake of ours, the orange is the winner of the 4-1.
Okay. So okay.
Of the 4 game and the 1 game.
Okay. Then then I'll go to the other game then. The Oregon Ducks still make the playoff despite not winning the conference to battle Georgia because the ACC left in a hole again.
You get me, Kyle. Same.
What, that your team sucks?
Where did you have Georgia ranked? Just so I have put the number.
He has
down.
Georgia as the number 1 team in the nation.
And Oregon was what?
The 5.
Oregon was 5. Yes.
5. Okay, got
God
it.
damn, Mike, how are you doing this so tight?
I literally have an entire spreadsheet up. I've been typing everything in as we go.
There you go.
All right. Dave has he has Penn State, who was the 5 seed, versus Alabama, who was the 1. Yeah, I know.
Oh, sweet,
What year again are we in?
I know, right?
oh, sweet super child.
Give him like 6 homers for that. My goodness.
Oh, the board locked up. We're gonna get some ha-has here maybe in a minute. The board was so overwhelmed by Penn State in the semifinal that it just gave up.
That's
Cannot
not
compute.
cute.
Master.
The board just jumped off a cliff. Mine, I have the number 5 seed Notre Dame and the 1 seed Georgia it's not gonna let me play the homer. So homer. All right, let's go to the Cotton Bowl. And Mike, we will start with you again. Who is your Cotton Bowl?
I have the 2 seed Texas defeating Georgia, and then I have them playing Notre Dame, who defeated Utah in the other quarterfinal matchup.
And Notre Dame was your 5?
Notre Dame was my 6.
6. Okay, got it.
That was the 3-6 matchup.
Got it. Cool. All right, EJ.
Mike, what was my Cotton Bowl matchup again?
You have Utah versus Oregon.
Okay.
and then you have Georgia versus Alabama.
Okay, so I'm gonna have Georgia defeating Alabama, and then Oregon beating Utah.
Okay.
Wrong.
All right. Matt, go ahead.
I have Ole Miss destroying Oklahoma State.
It was a good run.
The right, and it was a good run. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a good run. And then this will be the third time Oregon faces Ohio State, and third time will not be the charm for the Ducks. So Ohio State versus Ole Miss.
That's a sick part. We may see matchups here like 2 or 3 times. Like,
So
somebody's
Oregon, apparently, the Ducks take a bird poop into the giant mullet. Yes, there we go.
And then Kyle, what do you got for the Cotton Bowl?
Well, we already said it earlier, but just for those who missed it, my ridiculous matchup, the Big 12 makes it this far, Ole Miss and Utah.
All right. And Ole Miss was
wrong.
10.
Except for the fact it's completely accurate, but cool.
Let's see what Dave cooked up for this one. He has I mean, this one probably not as far off as the other one. Well, definitely not as far off as the other one. He has number 2 Oregon and number 6 Georgia, and then I have number 6 Texas at number 7, or versus number 7 Oregon. I think Oregon does beat Ohio State in the quarterfinals.
Is Notre Dame still alive?
If you believe Oregon at number 2, that's not that bad a matchup.
Yes, EJ, I have Notre Dame
In the semis?
in the semis versus Georgia.
You fucking homer.
I do
I mean,
as
you
well.
have Florida State in yours, so
I know.
So
Fucking
what-
homer.
what's your point?
Simpsons theme because of all the Homer. That's
The
right.
board is still just on complete.
What the fuck on the board tonight,
Dave,
man?
Dave broke it.
Oh,
Dave
okay.
absolutely
Backup. This
shattered
is
the
me getting
board.
some backup.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, that particular matchup by you, Jim, not great, Bob. Here we go.
All right. Let's go to the national championship. Kyle, we'll start with you on this one. Who do you have playing in the national championship?
My dumb ass has Utah in the national championship. This doesn't
Come
make
on.
any-
And of all the times for Utes to be off to not work.
Utah, give me 2.
I you know, and it's because of this playoff bracket style, man. Like the Utah gets some favorable matchups, and they sneak past Ole Miss, thinking that they could escape by here. That's a trap. That's what they figure out. And Ole Miss falls, and then Georgia smashes Oregon into oblivion as they actually play somebody who will have a front 4 that will crush them, or a front 7 even that would crush them.
All right. So you got Utah. You end up with Utah and Georgia in the national championship.
That's actually kind of a fun game, guys.
It would actually be kind of fun. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, I have Georgia defeating Notre Dame. There ends my homer run of picks.
Yep.
They didn't even belong there.
And I have Ohio State beating Ole Miss. So Ohio State versus Georgia.
I don't mean to talk over you, Matt. I'm assuming that's what Jim would have pushed on the soundboard if it were working.
Yes,
Does
probably.
that-
If it would be working, it would have.
All right, that counts as a second one. We're at
Yeah,
2 on the
it
fuck you, Kyle counts.
I tried.
What's the
It's
prediction?
thinking. It wants to do it. Hey, there we go. We're back.
Hey, we're like-
Welcome back.
All right,
And
play
we're
like,
back.
play
Mike,
like 8
count.
ha-has at the Penn State pick.
Well, that's what broke it the last time.
Does that count as a third one?
Yes.
All right.
All right. Let's EJ, who do you have in the national championship?
I have Ohio State defeating Florida State. Wow. And then I have Georgia defeating Oregon.
All right.
They won't
And Mikey B.
The Oregon Ducks defeat the Ole Miss Running Rebels, and the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish run. Give me Oregon versus Texas.
All right. Very good. Dave has Oregon and Alabama advancing out of the semifinals. So he at least gets that part of it right.
Not
And
really.
Penn
That's
He is
more
aware.
like
He is
20
aware Nick Saban retired, right?
I mean, he is Penn State losing in a big game. So
The lack of
standard.
for the Big 12 on this panel is palpable. Just saying.
I'm a little upset that I accidentally pre-typed Penn State in for Dave to get to the national title. I had to erase it.
based on what he had done up to this point,
That's what I'm saying.
I can't say I blame you. And then I have Georgia ending Notre Dame's season and advancing to the national championship. I have Texas ending the Oregon Ducks season and advancing to the national championship. And then to close out the predictions, we'll go in reverse order this time. Mikey B, who do you have as your college football national champion?
I know everybody's thinking that I'm going to come in here and I'm going to hit you with an Oregon Duck, hit him with a Go Ducks.
You are.
But to quote my friend Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. The stars at night shine deep and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Damn.
The Longhorns win the national title.
I was actually expecting you to drop a quack, motherfucker, but okay.
All right. EJ, who do you have?
I'm gonna go Georgia. This is a revenge season for them. Losing to Alabama last year in the SEC title game and not screw out the playoff, but it could be argued. This is it for them. 3 and 4 years.
I mean, I don't think really it could be argued that they should have been there because the math didn't math to get them in there.
Right. I'm just saying that they,
I understand what you're saying, but the math didn't math to get them in there.
It could be. I mean, it could be argued better.
They screwed them. They can't be. You screwed yourself when you lost to Alabama.
No, agreed. So
but Georgia screwed Georgia.
They're back 3 and 4 years, and
they should have been ranked higher than FSU. Just throwing that out there.
I mean,
the only reason why is because of the record. That's it. But
neither made the playoffs, so irrelevant either way. And well, we saw what happened in the bowl game.
But,
Matt, who do you got winning the national championship?
I have the Georgia Bulldogs defeating the Ohio State Buckeyes.
All right, Kyle.
Big 12, that was a lucid, intelligent, well thought out objection. Overruled. Listen, Utah may have that dog in them, but that dog will tear itself out like something out of Aliens, and they will be the national champions. Just say.
All right, very good. Dave has Oregon. Quack, quack, motherfucker.
There it is.
There he is.
As his national champion.
Get the fuck out of here.
And as much as I don't like it, I do have the Georgia Bulldogs as mine. This is what the bracket looks like once it's actually played out. When you see how the non-reseed again, I don't like that they don't reseed. I think it's goofy. It's definitely goofy as hell. But
maybe they change a couple of years. Who knows?
Well, that's the thing. I think the first 2 years, and then after that, I think they have the I think everything they re-up the contract or something. So this is still based on like the previous whatever, even though they expanded. So there could certainly be a case to be made that once we see these first couple that it will reshuffle a bit and we will get something different once it comes out on the other side. So, but
listen, the fact that somebody beats Boise State where they do to advance says plenty.
Well, and like, to my point, of course, playing this from in my bracket with Notre Dame being in there and where I have them in there, like this is why part of me, when people say that it doesn't make sense for Notre Dame to not join a conference. And right now, again, Kyle and I will dispute this until the day that college football forces Notre Dame's hand, probably.
That's what I'm saying.
But my point, until they basically make it that an independent can't make the playoff, which I still don't think is happening, but that's another conversation for another time.
Right.
Is that like Notre Dame? You're getting to host a bowl game against the low, in this case, the lowest seeded team, and then you're going to go against the lowest seeded of the conference champion who gets the bye. So like it theoretically speaking, as it plays out in my bracket, is the easiest road to the semifinal because they don't reseed.
So theoretically, they get to play the 12 seed, and then they get to play the 13th seed, aka the ACC champion.
Right, exactly.
This guy gets it. Well, and that's the point I'm making, right? Texas at 6 is getting Boise State in my example.
Yeah.
Because they made it for 11 for those who can't see the bracket there on the podcast for HuddleUp.com or Huddle Up Inc.